Let's start off with the separation here. A surprise?
Not really. I mean, we knew it was under strategic review, so either one of two things was going to happen. They were going to either spin it or not spin it. So we thought that probably they would, which it looks like they're doing. They're really trying to really untap some value that's kind of lost with the LTL business, the less than truckload business, being kind of stuck in their overall other businesses. LTL tends to have a higher multiple, and it's probably a little more of a compelling industry right now than the parcels market. The parcel market is dealing with a lot of headwinds. They're trying to kind of change their overall network to deal with the fact that growth is really coming from the B2C market, which tends to be lower margin, rather than the B2B market, which is shrinking, as you probably know.
So with the spinoff of the freight business, we know FedEx proper is still very much in cost-cutting mode. It plans to reduce costs by about $4 billion by the end of this fiscal year. Does this spinoff change that goal? Does it allow the company to move to that goal faster?
I doubt it, probably because some of those goals are related to the whole company and some synergies that they can get from all the individual divisions. It'll be interesting to see, as you reported, it's going to take 18 months for the spin to happen. It'll be interesting to see how they separate things, and we'll probably get a little more color and clarification from them. But it does appear that the company is executing on their cost savings. That is kind of apparent by the slight beat that they had in earnings, which we haven't had a chance to really dig into the numbers, but it looks like it's on better margins.
Well, let's talk about those numbers here. They certainly weren't bad, some actually better than expected. And the forecast for 2025, a little bit of a nudge down here on the EPS side here, Lee. When you put that all together, are we looking at a company that is getting back on track, finding its footing?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, this is like a very interesting story for the longer term, because they went in, into the pandemic, kind of 1 year executing, 1 year not executing. And then, I think what happened during the pandemic is that it was more of a shock to the system where they realized they had to do a lot more for their network. And that includes, what they've done with the corporate structure with combining the ground and express businesses. You're going to see the ground and express businesses prior. They used to operate in two separate networks. A lot of that, you're going to see probably more of a gray area where, some ground network is delivering express packages and some express packages delivering ground, where it makes the most sense. The name of the game in transportation is building density, and that's what's going to drive those decisions, and that should help really drive overall margin improvement over the long term. And they're refreshing their air network. They're replacing older, less efficient planes with more efficient planes. And so over time, and they also changed the whole way they do their air freight network. So that should also drive some significant savings over the long run.